student t-test for independent samples or unpaired samples in R statistics. Student t-test is a parametric test that can be performed when there are two groups of data and these two groups have scores in it that are normally distributed. So the data has to be normally distributed to use this parametric test. And the objective of using this test is to find out whether there is a difference between these two groups. Launch the R Studio and then click on Sessions and set the working directory. I'm going to set the directory where I have the data for the t-test. Click on Open, and as shown here, the working directory is set at this folder, which has the data that we need to do t-test. To the analysis, first we need to load the tidyverse library. If you have not installed the tidyverse package, then install that freely from the R Studio. So to load the tidyverse, type library and then open a bracket, type tidyverse and select the tidyverse and hit enter. The package will be loaded into R and it is now ready to be used. To load the data into R, give it a name which is H, stands for the height, then the assignment operator, and then use the command which is read underscore CSV, hit enter, and then between the two bracket insert two quotation mark and then type the name of the file, which is gender, which is already in the directory for statistics, and the file name is gender underscore height dot CSV. Click enter. The data is loaded into R and it has two columns. The first one is character, which is the gender, and the second one is the height, which is continuous variable. To view the data, type view, open a bracket and insert H, hit enter. A table is generated showing that there are 100 scores and there are two variables. The first variable is a gender, female and male, two groups, and the second variable is a continuous variable, which is the height of each individual measured in centimeter. So the height is the dependent or the outcome variable, and the gender is the independent or the predictor variable. To test whether there is a difference in the height between males and females, then t-test for unpaired or independent samples will be used, as here we have two separate groups, male and females, so the data are independent or not related or unpaired. And to find out whether there is a difference between males and females in comparison to the height, then we will use the t-test, and to do the t-test, certain assumptions has to be or have to be fulfilled. We're not going to discuss it here, but we'll show you how to do the command for the t-test. In this section here, type t.test, open a bracket, then type data and the name of the data, which is H for height, and then comma, insert first the label or the name of the variable which is the dependent one, which is height, and then use the title symbol and the predictor or the independent variable, which is the gender. Close the bracket and hit enter. An outcome is generated showing two sample t-test, as the data here is the height segregated or separated by the gender grouping, which is male and female, and a statistical t-test value is given here, minus 3.1, degree of freedom, and a p-value of less than 0.05, which means that there is a significant difference between males and females. As shown here, the mean for the female is 160 centimeter and the mean for the male group is 173.7. So this test has proved that there is a significant difference between the two classes of individuals. Also, given with this output for the analysis, a 95% confidence interval as shown here. So this is the way to perform student t-test for unpaired or independent samples in R.